Vandy, their gym is hosting the NCAA women's basketball tournament. They've got one of the regionals. They are going to be facing Illinois on their home court. This is just a little okay. I like Vandy to a degree. I have no problems with them, but I've got a problem with home teams getting to be on their home court. I just think that that's unfair. But, and we'll take a look at this by the numbers, as I always do. But, Shea Ralph, hey, this is her first head coaching job. She is an acolyte. She played for and was an assistant coach for Gino Oriamo at UConn. As much as I dislike the man knows ball. I have to admit, he teaches fundamentals. And Shea Ralph seems to be getting there on that. Her first year at Vandy, WNIT third round, went 16-19. Next year, 12-19. Then 2023-2024, first round. Last year, first round. This year, they're already in the second round, and they're a 2 seed. They are, 28-4, 17-0 at home. Illinois Fighting Illini are 22-11, 6-6 away. Shauna Green, who played for Canisius, started out coaching for the Loris Durhawks. That's part of the American Rivers Conference or Division III school. Then she was hired by Atlantic 10 Conference Dakota Flyers, where she won twice. She won the conference regular season tournament regular and conference tournament championships. Won 3 other conference regular season championships. Made it to the round of 64 3 times. May have been able to go another time, but COVID season. Also made it to the first round of the WNIT. Or WBIT, I guess is what it is. Now, she's at Illinois. Made it to the first 4. Her first year there was 22-10. 19-15, her second year was the WBIT champions. 22-10, her third year. Made it to the round of 32. She's in the round of 32 this year. Like I said, she is 22-11 now. These are 2 really good teams. Shea Ralph is working to build Vandy into a scary team, and let me tell you something, they are a very scary team. They were, if I can find it here, they were the number 3 team in the SEC this year. Illinois was much further down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10th team in the Big Ten and are the 7 seed. So, like I said, we're going to cover this by the numbers. I do this. If you're new to this channel, if you're a Fighting Illini fan, hey, welcome. This is what I do. I'm a stats guy. I think stats are very important in deciding who's going to win a game. So, we're going to do that. But also, take in mind, this is home court advantage, so there's that. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics, do a little basketball, and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Neyland, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it. So, the Fighting Illini, they score on average 77.5 points a game. They're 24th in the nation on that. That's not bad. They allow 65.8 points. 45.7 field goal percentage. Not bad. They're 25th on that. 81.5 free throw percentage. They're second in the nation on that. 36.1 3-point percentage. They're 16th in the nation on that. 6.3 3-points made. Not so hot on that. 15.8 assists. Not bad teamwork, but could be far better. 31.9 defensive rebounds. That's a major weakness. 12.2 turnovers a game. Not bad. They're actually 21st in the nation on that one. 2.3 block shots. Just no. And 7 steals a game. If you're talking the Fighting Illini, you start out with Barry Wallace, leading scorer. 35.4 minutes, 18.4 points, 6.2 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 0.6 steals, 0.4 blocks, 2.1 turnovers though, 47.4 field goal percentage, 36.1 3-point percentage, and 86.8 free throw percentage. She's a straight gunner as a forward. Clear Parchment leads in rebounds and steals, is a forward. 28.4 minutes, 13.4 points, 8.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1.8 steals, 0.4 blocks, 1.9 turnovers, 50.2 field goal percentage, and 40.2 3-point percentage with 79.8 free throw percentage. Another straight up gunner. Gretchen Dolan, 29.2 minutes, 12.9 points, 3.4 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 1.2 steals, 0.4 blocks, 1.6 turnovers, 39.4 field goal percentage, 24.6 3-point percentage, and 88.7 free throw percentage. Not so much of a gunner. Maddie Weber, 25.2 minutes, 11 points, 2.6 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 0.6 steals, 0.3 blocks, 1.2 turnovers, 46.9 field goal percentage, 41% 3-point percentage, and 76.9 free throw percentage. In other words, 3 of your top 4 scorers are straight gunners. Now, Destiny Jackson is almost at double-digit average. She also leads in assists with 5.2. Their assists are not bad. She's at 9.9 points, by the way. Then it drops down from there. Their center, Letty Vasconcelos, I hope I didn't butcher that name, is at 0.5 blocks and leads in that. Them not being good at blocking is a weakness. Their turnovers are not bad. Barry Wallace turning over the way that she does, little worrisome. Destiny Jackson turning over the ball. She's the floor general, but still it's a little concerning. But they've got some straight gunners here. Their 3-point percentage is beautiful. I will give them that. Their 3-point percentage is beautiful. When you've got 2 of your top 4 players over 40% shooting, that's just amazing. Turnover rate could be better, but still really good numbers. Steals are a little weak sauce. Their defense has some weaknesses. They're assisting decently. They're rebounding, not bad. They're scoring, not bad. But that's what I'm saying about this team. They're a good team. They're not bad. But they do have some defensive weaknesses. They have really good shooting here and there, but they've got their third leading scorer just for some reason is not shooting all that well. Now, Vandy, 84.7 points a game. They're 8th in the nation on that. 65.4 points allowed. They at least have the scoring to back that up. 46.9 field goal percentage. They're 16th in the nation on that. 76.5 free throw percentage, not as good as Illinois. 36.4 3-point percentage, 14th in the nation on that one. 9.7 3 points made a game. They're 6th in the nation on that. 19.2 assists, 7th in the nation on that. Really good teamwork. 32.1 defensive rebounds, really a weakness. 12.7 turnovers, just a hair more. And they're at 42nd to Illinois' 21st. That shows how important it is. Now, 3.9 block shots. Better, but not by much in that category. 11.2 steals. Better on that side of things. Now, if you're going to talk Vandy, Michaela Blake, who leads in points and steals, 34.7 minutes, 27 points, 3.8 rebounds, 4.4 assists, 2.9 steals, 0.3 blocks, but 3 turnovers. But considering all the work she's doing, and get this, 45.8 field goal percentage, a 36.1 3-point percentage, and 85.7 free throw percentage. By the way, she's a freshman, isn't she? Let me double check. She's sophomore, sorry. So she's still learning, but she's learning at a high rate. Aubrey Galvin, who leads in assists, another strong player on this team. 34.3 minutes, 13.1 points, 3.3 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 2.6 steals. So she's stealing at a high rate. 0.1 blocks, 2.6 turnovers, 42.7 field goal percentage, 32.9 3-point percentage, and 79.1 free throw percentage. Justine Passat, 29.3 minutes, 11.4 points, 4.5 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 0.4 steals, 0.8 blocks, 1.4 turnovers, 43.9 field goal percentage, and 42.2 3-point percentage. Sasha Washington, 23.8 minutes. By the way, she leads in rebounds, 10.6 points, 7.6 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.7 blocks, 1.3 turnovers, 59.3 field goal percentage, but she doesn't make 3-pointers, and 68.5 free throw percentage. Leading blocker is Iona Mitchell of Ford at 0.9. Also, a defensive has some defensive weaknesses. A little bit better in defense, but turnovers kind of counterbalance that sometimes. Steals is where it's at. Blocks, a little bit better at blocking. Really good at shooting the ball. Gotta love that. Yeah, they have a few players that could be a little bit better, but they're making 3-pointers in a way with a percentage that shows that they know what they're doing. Aubrey Galvin leads this team, and she does her shots when she needs to. Also, assists. They're working at such a great rate as a team that is what's making this special. Along with the fact that Aubrey Galvin and Michaela Blake, they may not be getting the blocks that would look good, but those two are making sure that they disrupt the opposing team's offense at a high rate. Loving the rebounds, and they're scoring. Team's got some weaknesses, but it's also got a lot of strengths. They aren't quite at elite level, but they are at a great level. That is what I'm liking about this team. Okay, the experts at ESPN are saying that Vandy has an 81.4% chance to win this game. The Illini have an 18.6% chance to win this game. Considering that, one, it's home court advantage for Vandy, and two, considering all the differences between the two teams, yeah, I really do think that this is Vandy. This is anchor down right here. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Illinois is a good team. I think they deserve to be where they're at. But Vandy's set to make a good run. They are. And Michaela Blake, Sasha Washington, Aubrey Galvin are a trio that just turn a game over for them. I think that, you know, this is going to be a great way to see what Shea Ralph is able to do outside of the shadow of Gino Oriamo. Um, she got to spend so many times there. She was an assistant at Pitt. She was a point guard in the WNBA, not for long. Uh, she was a most outstanding player for the NCAA tournament 2000, NCAA champion that year, Honda Sports Award in 2000, Big East Player of the Year, Kodak All American, All American US BWA, first team All American, first team All Big East team tournament most outstanding player, USBWA National Freshman of the Year, Big East Freshman of the Year, Big East All Freshman Team, the Dial Award, USA Today. Yeah, 6 time as an assistant champion, 6 time national champion. As a head coach, this year she was SEC Coach of the Year. And she also has a gold in team competition representing in the 2000 Taipei Games. Um, yeah, she knows what she's doing when it comes to playing the game, and she has learned from the one of the best. As much as I dislike saying that about Gino Oriamo, uh, being a Tennessee redneck, yeah, being a fanatic of Pathead Summit, yeah, Gino Oriamo is not at the top of my list of people I like, but I got to give the man respect where it's due. And it seems that he has taught one of the future best coaches in college basketball in Shea Ralph. Now, she spent a long time at UConn as his assistant. She was his assistant from 2008 to 2021. And moving over to Vandy has turned them into has turned that program around into something that is so scary that honestly I can see them being a first seed at some point. This is what you want your team to be, and that's why I'm saying anchor down. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Shauna Green is doing good things at Illinois. I just don't see it being. I don't see her being able to do much this year. But her making it into the second round, the second year in a row, that shows that she is keeping that team at a high rate. And they're going to be tough competition. But, Vandy's going to win at the end of the day. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, folks, before you leave, if you're can't become a member via my YouTube channel, which that's for my thinker. I've also got sports. I've got a Patreon. If you really, really want to help me out, I would be much appreciated. But hey, hitting like, hit subscribe, hit commenting, all those things really help me out. Have a good day.